What is up, stud stackers? Welcome to today's video. In it, we'll be putting together two of these custom AAT tanks, or the Armored Assault Tank from episode 1. We'll be building another tan variant that's going to be utilized in the collab coming up, as well as a blue CIS variant. So stay tuned for that. We're going to start building now.
Alright, so starting off the time-lapse, we're going to be putting together the tan version, or the Trade Federation version of the AAT/ Armored Assault Tank. So the first time we see this, we see it in episode 1, A Phantom Menace. While the Trade Federation invades Naboo, they utilize this throughout all of Theed, as well as into the Forest Patrol, as well as the main battle between them and the Gungans. The tan version is probably my favorite between this and the CIS gray-blue version, which you'll see shortly, just because it is such a classic look, and I don't know, it just looks so nice to me, in my opinion. I actually, obviously, as you can see, I have one built already, and I have a third one in the works of building. If you're new, I'm currently working with Jay as well as many other builders to put together a massive Invasion of Naboo collaboration that is going to be showcased at BrickVault Chicago 2026. So with that being said, we're going to be needing a lot of these. So huge shout out to BrickVault, obviously, if you're wanting to get the instructions for this and many other vehicles you're going to be seeing shortly. Definitely check BrickVault.toys out. They have many instructions that have so many possibilities for recreating many scenes. If you're wanting to pick up this tan variation on Bricklink, it varies from 140 and 160 USD. Obviously, that depends if you use different sellers that have coupons or different deals. The part count is 764 pieces, and again, probably my favorite version of this model. So moving on, we are going to be putting together the CIS blue-gray version that we see throughout the Clone Wars. It has a similar price range between 120 and 140 USD, and then it has 765 pieces. Now, obviously, the main difference is the color scheme. The build is pretty much identical between the two. Nothing really changes other than like a couple different dish placements. But other than that, it is pretty much the exact same build, and I can't deny this blue-gray version is a very clean, nice looking model. I've actually had the parts to build this since I built the original tan variant, just because I wanted to have both, just in case I end up doing a small Clone Wars build, so I would like to utilize it. And this was honestly the perfect opportunity to utilize it, because, you know, putting together all these different models as well as the AATs for the collaboration, I thought it'd be fun to do some of these fun videos where I put together all these different awesome custom models, whether it be from BrickVault or from other builders out there. So with that being said, it is such a nice little model that you can get. Again, for the price, you can definitely get it for cheaper than what is on the description, just because I've noticed going through my parts, and I always recommend going through your own personal parts before buying. But yeah, definitely recommend it, and let's get right into the review.
Alright guys, so before we end out the video, I wanted to give you guys a final look and showcase of these two assault tanks. I have both variants that you guys just watched build. We have the tan Trade Federation version and the blue-gray CIS version used in the Clone Wars. I went ahead and also brought the original AAT I've had that I've used for a couple things, so that way you guys can see all three tanks in one, which is kind of a cool sight to see. Now obviously both of these vehicles have pretty much the same exact build, minor a couple differentiations, just because, like, obviously they moderned it a little bit for the CIS version, but other than that, the build is entirely the same. Again, just with the color swap, as well as, you know, just a couple different minor part changes. Other than that, it is the same exact model. But as much as I love the tan Trade Federation one, I can't deny this blue CIS one is just so clean. Like, overall, the look of it just looks so nice. Super happy that I went ahead and built this one along with it. Obviously, as you guys know, we're putting together a massive invasion of Naboo, so I'm not going to be utilizing this one for that. But I obviously am going to be utilizing these. I actually have a third one in the works too, so I'm going to have 3 of these that I'll be contributing to the collab. But with that being said, obviously with that set of instructions, you get the instructions for the CIS version, and I could not pass up putting together this one. And I'm very happy. I would love to utilize this in some kind of Clone Wars mock or some small display that I can showcase this really sweet tank. But yeah, other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed. I have more fun videos like this that are going to be coming, where I'm going to be putting together many different custom vehicles that I have in my backlog. So I'm super pumped for that. If you're wanting to get these instructions for yourself to build these tanks, I recommend both of them, but obviously one or the other will suffice. If you want to pick up those instructions, definitely check out BrickVault.toys. I'll have the link in the description below for you guys to check it out. If you enjoyed, definitely hit that like button, as well as if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe. And with that being said, I'll catch you stud stackers in the next one. Bye-bye.